Okay, we are live.
Thank you, Larry. Good evening, everyone. The time is now 7:02. I'm going to call the meeting for the Public Works Committee to order. Tonight we have with us in attendance, if you don't mind, I'm just going to say everybody's name. Myself, George Sirenides, Ms. Smith, Mr. Keegan, Mr. Langella,
Here.
Mr. Livingston, and
Here.
Mr. Young. We have a quorum. Oh, and Mr. Theodorides joined us also. Great. We have everyone. We have a quorum. And we also have Mr. Hugelman, Councilman Hugelman on. All right, we're going to start off with the public hearing.
Yeah, we do have one person with their hand raised, Diane Laricella.
Okay.
Diane, you're unmuted.
Hey, that's Laura Cella to you.
Laricella.
Good evening, Diane. How are you?
We'll get it eventually. Good evening, everyone. I'm taking a break from my get out the vote calls to try to help save democracy, because I wanted just to voice my support for the naming of the street for Sandy Anderson. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are busy working on voting and the like, have had a long day doing that. And if there are so few people that have come out for this public hearing, I'd like you to reconsider maybe holding it another month. I will get in touch with his widow.
I'm on the line.
Hi, Ms. Anderson.
Hello,
Oh,
Mrs. Anderson is on the line.
Oh, terrific. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, but anyways, just for your consideration, I know you have a lot on your agenda, but I wholeheartedly support adding Sandy's name to Water Street area that, as you have laid out. He was a terrific guy, and I'm so happy that Josephine has and others have put this forth. So thank you and have a good evening.
And thank you. This is Mrs. Anderson. I'm online also in support of naming the section of Water Street after my husband, Sanford W. Anderson.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. And thank you, Ms. Laricella. I think we lost her already. Okay. So is there anybody else?
No, there isn't. No one else, Chairman.
You should have received some emails, and I thought the children were on the line, but I guess they're not. But anyway, we have full support from the community. So,
Chairman, I just want to add one thing. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So I just want to remind everyone that when we set the public hearing for the first time, we received a couple of letters in favor of it. They haven't been resubmitted, so that's why it's not part of this agenda, but we received 2 letters that Monique read to the whole committee 2 meetings ago. One was from the church and the other was from a resident.
George, Chairman, Sirenides, I think there's someone on. I don't know. It says there's another gentleman here. I don't know.
Yes,
He was wanting to speak.
I believe that's the son of Fire Chief Anderson and Miss Josephine Anderson.
Yes, hi.
Good evening. If you like to speak, feel free to speak now. If you want to add anything.
Yes, I just want to say it's an extreme honor and a blessing, for this family, for my dad, who's given so much to this community in all kinds of ways, not just as a fireman, but just as a person, as a human being, and just the amazing things he's done in my life. So on behalf of our family, I just want to say thank you. We're really excited for it. And it's a huge honor. And I know he's really looking down and he's really proud.
Thank you. Can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Richard Fulcher, and Sanford Anderson was my dad.
Thank you very much for joining us.
George,
Yes.
we also received a letter from Reverend Clark. I don't know if that's what Vanessa was talking about from Bethel,
Yeah.
AME, right? We didn't need to read that into the record.
Would you like to read it, Darlene?
He sent a new one.
Yeah, he sent a new one.
Darlene, do you have it handy? Would you like to read it?
I'm trying to find it. I wish I'd, I've got too many accounts to go looking to. Do you have it, Mrs. Anderson? You
No,
have
I
it, George?
I'm looking to see if I have it right now.
I know I read it the other day.
He
I
sent
have
it prior.
You have it,
I have it.
Barbara?
Yeah. I
Do
can
you
read
have it? All right.
Yes,
Barbara,
from-
would you like to read it?
Sure, I'll read it from Dr. Richard Wesley Clark. Dear members of the Common Council Committee on Public Works, I'm the Reverend Dr. Richard Wesley Clark, residing at 31 Merwin Street, Norwalk, Connecticut, and the pastor of Bethel AME Church on 19 Academy Street, Norwalk, Connecticut. I write to inform you that I am in favor and strongly support the naming of the part of Water Street from the intersection of Raymond Street to the intersection of Concord Street to Fire Chief Anderson Drive. Best regards, Reverend Dr. Richard Wesley Clark.
Thank you.
Now, his two daughters were supposed to be on. Do you see Michelle and Rosemary? Yeah.
I do not see
Okay. Well,
any additional.
okay. Thank you.
Yes, but Ms. Anderson, if you like, you could have them email me whatever they
Okay.
want to say tonight, and we could have it added to the record.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, so is there anyone else for the public hearing? The honorary name.
There is not, Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, Larry. All right, closing public hearing. Moving on to public input. Do we have anybody that would like to speak for public input?
No, there are no public attendees at this point.
Okay. All right. Thank you. On to new business. Item number 1, approve the minutes of the Public Works Committee meeting of Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. Would anyone like to make a motion? Thank you, Mr. Livingston. Let the record show Mr. Livingston moved the item, and all in favor.
I actually have a correction.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Any correction?
It's one very minor typo that has a significant meaning, which is on page 11. It should be Ms. Smith, not Mr. Smith, up at the very top, first full paragraph.
All right. I don't think I called you Mr. Smith ever, so.
No. It's just, again, it's a minor typo, but you know, I am Ms.
Major implications. You're Mrs.
Mr.'s my husband.
That's right.
All right, thank you. That's all.
Okay, we'll have that corrected. Any other corrections? Seeing none. All in favor? Do a raise a hand.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
All right, it's unanimous. All right, item number 2. Approve the request for the honorary naming of the portion of Water Street from the intersection of Raymond Street to the intersection of Concord Street to Fire Chief Anderson Drive. Would anyone like to move the item? Thank you, Mr. Keegan. Any discussion? Any questions?
I'd just like to say, Chairman, I think this is an appropriate step for the city to take in naming the identified area after Chief Anderson. He's done a lot in the city of Norwalk, and I'm not from Norwalk, but I understand that he is from Norwalk, and I think it's always wonderful when we can honor and recognize the folks who have grown up here and who have given so much to their community. So I'm pleased that this is finally happening, and I think it's a great honor for the Anderson family.
Thank you, Mrs. Young, and I agree with you. Is there any other discussion? Or I just want to say it's, it's been difficult having to have this come back again just to make this minor correction, but it is important and we do have to follow procedure. So seeing that that's been done, I'm happy to see that we are back at it again, and we've heard nothing but positive things about Fire Chief Anderson. That being said, I'm going to put it to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. It seems to pass unanimous. Wonderful. Congratulations to Ms. Anderson and the family. I hope this puts a little bit of ease and some pride with all the accomplishments Fire Chief Anderson had to finally be able to go down there and see his name on that street.
Thank you, Chairman.
Item number 3, technical correction of the Common Council action of October 13, 2020. Item 7A7, to add accounts designated for State Project 102-360 traffic signal upgrade and installation of dynamic message signs, account noted. Would anyone like to move that item?
I'd move it.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. Any discussion? This is just really quick. Obviously, this is something that came to us in October in our meeting. It's just a technical correction, but nothing else has changed about the sign and where it's going to go and how it's going to be used. But if anyone has any questions, we have both Anthony and Vanessa on the line, ready to answer them.
Well, actually, Mike will be able to answer. Mike is also online.
Mike, you might have it easy tonight, Mike. All right.
Thanks.
Seeing none, I'm just going to put it to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Ms. Young? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Aye.
All right, seems unanimous. Passes unanimously. Great. Item number 4, technical correction of the Common Council action of March 12, 2019. Item 7C4, to add accounts designated for project PM 2019-1 pavement management program. Accounts noted. Would anyone like to move this item? Thank you, Mr. Keegan. Any questions? All right, seeing none, I'm just going to put it to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, once again, passes unanimous. Great. And you know what? This is probably the quickest Public Works meeting we're ever going to have, so I'm not going to drag it out. All the discussion items that we're on for today, we're gonna push off till our meeting of December 1st. Then we'll get more details on the paving, the drainage, and the food scrap collection. But seeing that tonight is election night, the most important part was just dealing with the public hearing and getting that passed. So I won't drag it out any longer. If there's nothing else and no other discussion that anybody wishes to have, I wish everybody a good night and we could go back to watching the elections.
Good night.
Motion
Have a
to
good
adjourn.
night.
So much.
Have a good
Oh,
night.
motion
Take
to
care.
adjourn.
Aye.
Motion to
Aye.
adjourn. Yes, bye.
All right, whoever takes the minutes,
Everyone.
Join, pick
Good
whoever
night.
wants that.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you
Take care.
very
Have a good
much.
night. Stay safe,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone. Be safe.
Right.